Hello everyone, my name is Lawrence. I'm the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of the Lawrence Group company, Lawrence Group Organization. Welcome in this video. In this video, I want to talk to you about a very important topic which is called interview. All right, you will ask yourself, what is interview? Why do I talk about interview today? Just because interview is very important. But let me first of all define what is interview. Interview is actually an evaluation. It's a one-way communication. It's a it's a it's a type of communication in which the one candidate is being asked questions. All right. So in the interview, you will find that it's actually a one-way type of communication in terms of questions, where only one person on only one side is allowed to ask questions, and the other side, the receiver, is actually only replying to the questions. That is what we talk. That is what is interview. Now, interview can be made in several situations. Interview can happen during meetings. Interview can happen during academic situation. In various type of situation, you will find that interview is an evaluation that happened. All right. So for today, we're gonna be talking about um, two type of interview. One is the job interview, and the other one is academic interview. Now, before I jump into the details of this, let me tell you that just be very, very analytic and very, very, I'll say, articulate in what you say in terms of developing your ability to reply or to take an interview. In my personal situation, I went to several type of interview. I went to uh, a job interview. I went through academic interview. I went through visa requirement interview. All right. So let me talk about the several aspects of the interview right here. Now, we have the interview is a conversation. In the interview, it's also a conversation, but it's actually a one-way conversation where one part is actually asking questions to the other part, and the other part is replying to the questions that are being asked. And these questions can be about about, first of all, maybe his personal details. For example, can you introduce yourself? What's your name? What's your full name? What's your address? Where do you live? About the person, his introduction. All right. It can also go beyond to the development, to many questions maybe related to his academic achievements, his business dealings, and various things. It concludes as well with a small conclusion about what all was about, depending on the interview. And it is there to evaluate the suitability. And over here, suitability means the ability to be the one who is really suitable for a particular position, a particular job, a particular academic seat in any part of the university. Now, it's also an assessment. An assessment means it's there to evaluate the candidates. It then comes with several questions that you need to prepare, and you need to prepare them beforehand. And whenever you face the interviewer, they ask you questions on about the things that you have prepared. It's there to evaluate the type of skill that you have. It can be the communication skill. It can be evaluating your skill in computing, in programming, in technology, information system, and various things related. It's also an evaluation over here. Okay, we talk about evaluation. It can happen during the meeting. During a meeting, you can be there and being evaluated with several interviewers, meaning you can be in a meeting sitting and having a bunch of or a group of interviewers which can be like five, and they're actually interviewing you uh, on that is on the topic that is the situation of the day. All right, it can happen in the hiring process. When we talk about the hiring process over here, meaning whenever we want to hire new candidates in any company, in any business, the interview can happen during that time. So it's also critical to evaluate your experience, your academic experience, or your job experience, how much knowledge of the job that you're doing you have, in which you worked. For example, let's say you work for a company for 5 years. So evaluating the 5 years of job experience, the communication, the ability to communicate well and effectively, meaning over here the ability to share your thought, articulate your word, that it is understandable. All right, it's audible, it is effectively communicated to people, that they understand what you say. It's the company now. Great. Now we move to something very important that's gonna help us to really understand this aspect, the company. The company. The company over here, I'm talking about in business. Whenever you are in business, you have the job interview. And in business, you have to learn about the company vision, the company plan, the company goal, the company objective, the company's situation, the company future perspective. Now, it is very important. It happened in the job interview. Now, whenever you go and sit in a job interview that you want to have the job, you want to get a job in a particular company. Let's say you are applying for AC XYZ company and you want to work in that company. You need to know something about the company. Getting an experience of the company beforehand. What's the company vision, mindset like? What they are aiming to achieve. So this is very critical. It's very, very important. Now, during the job interview, this question can arise. So when you want to go to a job interview, please learn about the company perspective. You can get a prospectus of the company on the website. You can get everything about the company, read about it, and get the knowledge of the company. Not only that, know about your academic achievements. All right, over here, I'm rating your academic achievement. So you must know about your academic achievement. Whatever you have achieved in academics means the knowledge that you earned during your academic situation. How much things have you learned? What did you learn? How is it oriented to be effective in your new position in your job? I went through academic evaluation or interview, but that was to get a seat in any particular university. But over here, I'm talking about your academic achievement as a tool to help you to be strong in the job task or the job position, because somehow it will play a role during your position that your academics may wait on your task and whatever is being asked you to do, your assignment within in the business aspect. Now, if I come back to the job interview and the company, you must also take a consideration your experience, your job experience beforehand as a tool to be able to know that this position I can be able to play a role into it, because those are the aspects that makes you the suitable candidate for the particular position. It happened during the job interview. In a meeting, for example, we are trying to evaluate the good candidate for the particular job position. Let's say you want to be a CEO of the company and you are among the assistant managers, and they want to get who is going to be the CEO, the chief executive officer of the company. So they evaluate you according to academic achievements you have, your background and all the stuff, and your experience as a worker. So take consideration of the thing. We'll come back again, God helping, with new video to explain again part 2 maybe, or a new video to explain about this. So stay tuned for more upcoming video. This is Lawrence. I was talking about the interview, so I believe this is helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching me. See you later. Thank you.